Been a while since I've had a vacation in the wilds.
Hi there, my friend, and welcome back to Torment Tides of Numenera. It's been a big while. Now, we're hopefully closing in on some interesting fight in the Endless Gate. Would it be a fight? We don't know. There's something amiss there. We want to correct it. The fourth hexagon illuminates a field of energy forms around you, a tight sucking sensation pulls at your gut. Suddenly, you are somewhere else.
All right.
That does not obscure it. Vaguely humanoid shadows lie within the...
I'm going.
Yeah? Hope we don't have to fight, because we're bad at fighting. The clawing fingers tug on your skin and your clothes once again. Once you step through this portal, the only way out will be to find the one who opened it.
Making a note.
Gate. What do we have with us? Oh. The clawing fingers release you, perhaps knowing there is nowhere for you to go. You are within the Endless Gate now. You are theirs. The air is chill and moist. Screams of agony permeate the darkness around you, and you sense something watching. There's no choice to venture.
All right.
Ah, river globe. What? The beads of Mother Termas. The question is if we can solve this with maybe... We have something connected to that. I hope so. So much with us. Cyclonic cube. Whoa. Yeah, we have all these oddity. The circulating meerkat. The endless loop of this strange alembic. Golden fluid froths fumes and then precipitates back into the boiling beaker where it began. You cannot quite trace the pathway that substance follows. It almost seems that it is not a liquid at all, but rather some kind of organism, endlessly and agonizingly transmuted within the unbreakable confines of the device. That thing? The others have. Not really that much, eh? We have that one meerkat. What's that? Several people have been flayed, their skins stretched into grotesque banners. Faces contorted in a rictus of eternal pain, because the meerkat has also do something with pain. Agonizing. Skins flap back and forth in a wind you do not feel. Beyond them, you see a clear passage deeper into this hell. A pair of eyes snaps open. These are not flayed skins, but living people. Kill us, it rasps. The children brought us here not to die, but to suffer. The things that live here, slowly, eternally. No, the skin behind the first, partially obscured in the dark mist, shakes herself awake. Her face remains twisted in agony even just as she speaks. Our deaths make them stronger. Kill us, you will only die here as well. Run, save yourself. Cannot run, though. There's only death. Third voice moans from the darkness behind the first two. Its eyes remain closed, its mouth gnarled in an ugly grimace. Kill us so the children or both, or neither, it does not matter, death is all that awaits you. Three skins squeeze their eyes shut, their mouths open in wordless screams as some new agony befalls them. Malevolent presence weighs down upon you, something watches with eager anticipation, almost wants you to kill them. Well, I think we'll put them out of their misery. Try to find out. The blade tears through them like paper. Their screams echo through the mist. Blood spraying on the floor and your flesh, and it is over. Their gun truly released, and the path before you clear. A malevolent weight in the air increases. Whatever is watching has grown strong.
Yes?
I really don't feel nice. So I'll make it out. I'd love to level up somehow. So far away, for us even, because we've died so often.
Alright, here I go.
But I cannot even see it. Let's see if we can change a little bit. Here. There's the music.
Yes.
There's a new part of the...
I'm ready.
Skins are like the others you met, alive and in eternal pain. One of them snaps its eyes open as you approach. Thus, you will reach the center more quickly. I'm not sure. No, a second moans behind him. When we die, they grow stronger. You will never survive. Because fighting is not to do. The blade slides through them like melting butter. Their screams turn to gurgling death rattles. Their blood sprays you head to toe. Then it's over. The gun truly released, and the path before you is... Pressure around you squeezes and loosens in bursts until you realize it's the air itself laughing. Whatever lives here has grown stronger still.
Yes, now. Let's go.
His skins are like the other you met, alive and in eternal pain. One of them snaps its eyes open as you approach. Leave! You cannot face what lies beyond here. Flee and save yourself. Fool! A second moans behind him. He's our chance at freedom. Who else will ever release us? A skin smacks his gnarled lips as though considering this. Yes, yes, kill us! Nothing at all foul will befall them. All you, yeah. We'll kill them. It takes great effort to hack and saw through them. They scream and shriek with each cut of your blade, continuing long after they should have passed out from the pain. Blood sprays in every direction, covering you entirely. It's over, their gun truly released, and the path before you here again. Pressure around you becomes so great you clap your hands to your ears. Even through the flesh of your palms, you hear cruel cackling and a single word. Come.
All right.
Come. Direction. There's gate cultists. We don't want to meet
Let's
gate
go.
cultists. We're gonna fight. There's oh, Vichano and Kiyatara. There's Inifir. I think we have to talk to him. Inifir. This man is long-limbed and bony, unmuscled, with a sunken chest, sparse hair and a scarred scalp. Rags hang from his slumping body. He wears the cast-off tattoo. He's like no cast-off you've seen. He regards you with bloodshot eyes, fever-mad, but just as the pupils remain black, Pure amid the veins, you sense something hard and sane within the madness. Words are hoarse and dangerous, you've come too far. Too far by far, there is no escape, none leave the gate. And thoughts hope, no hope, speak, or not she will die here. Or not, or should not have come. Such a pretty sister, father's loving touch on every inch of you, born to run among sunlit lilac, Scylla, singing hey lie to the Guzla strum. Such splendid dreams, he scrapes at a lesion on his arm and cocks his head listening. But you're the one who fell, aren't you? We smelled you cooking in the sky. Always a black omen, a falling star. Our Father in heaven never showers gifts, no. Sows trouble, and the reaper comes to harvest. Crops we all are, till we come proper. Now you've wandered far away, to where woe holds sway, poorly choosing when you choose woes. Here beyond the gate, hate, he smirks, but you cannot tell part of his madness or the hint of a method to it. Children love playmates, your nieces, nephews. They've learned wild lessons as if from father's lips. Pain taught with teeth. Father did, and I gobbled up every scarp. Now he sneers, but he kissed you, didn't he? Perhaps that's the sharper bite. I want to speak with you first, to ask you some questions. Your smile widens, revealing teeth that are chipped and stained. There's so much I could teach you, little sister. I want to know about you, how you came here, or how all this happened. You do not, sister, for all you think you do. He rolls his neck slowly, cracking each vertebra. There will come a day when you'll wish to vomit up the pain that fills you unto bursting. You'll regret gorging so long at the feast of others' suffering. Smiled genuinely, it seems, though sadly, you will not have me to blame on that day. Please tell me about yourself. Asking the wrong questions, little sister, and seeking to peek behind the wrong door. Leave it closed. Why are your followers so bloodthirsty? Oh, the children long to guzzle many bitter brews, sister, Inifir answers, but blood is not among them. They put the stuff to other use, of course, use juice, sprucing up the dismal tombs, and who can blame them for bringing color such a somber land? Inifir laughs, but it is a false laugh, and his eyes are filled with disgust. Sees that you've seen what's inside him and scowls. His voice drops to a whisper, so he doesn't like that. They're preaching, sister, he is spreading the gate's good graces to the heathen flesh-eaters and milk-toast memorialists, he shrugs, apotheosis by agony. They have my own transcendence, he spits the word, and seek it for themselves and others. Voice lowers again, it's the gate, sister. It drives them mad. Mush at a bellow heart. They hear the music of this place and it cries for a saber dance. Ruggs raises his voice. No door opens without a toll, sister. I thought control is not among them, not among me. They are lost as I am lost, Now teach me about the Endless Gate. Inifir scowls. Children teach with blades now, sister. The time for words has passed. Something softens around his eyes. Oh, little sister. My father said pain to be our pedagogus, no matter what course of study we pursue. In time you'll learn that all I could teach you about the gate. Enjoy for now the blissful ignorance I never knew. Tell me about the father. Brother's voice becomes low, calm, and careful. His mind as sharp and shining as a lancet. And all across our clan, all across this rotten world, are the scars left by his surgery. But a short silence, Inifir hacks a bitter cackle. Isn't the make of the man obvious from his misbegotten offspring? Or do you find yourself so fine that you dream of yourself a kingly sire? Anything about the king? Brother looks down and sighs. Our father, let me sup upon the learning of poets and priests, whores and hangmen, the high and the low. Do you think it sweet nectar, mead of delight? Yeah, keys to myriad mind ways? He laughs joyously. Oh no, sister, bitter, bitten off and chewed to chum, rotting in the gut, kissed in the making. There's at you. It opened just one door, sister, one gate. I paid for the words racing through my mind. I shall spare you their purchase. Here is where the snake sinks its teeth in its own tail and tastes his black truth. Worse than this, his venom's burn is the foul flavor, the sweet savor of his tainted flesh. If he runs his hands across his emaciated body, it's where pain flays vain lies that hide from our despising eyes the flaws inside our sorry selves. Truth hurts, sister, bright and scalding as starfire, and hears it howl with tongues of flame. The brother's eyes grow distant, and he seems seized by some vision. Our father made me cry out, here, I hear. They fled in fear when they hailed him, ill-met in a voice he could not bear. Born in blood and pain, as flesh decrees men should be. He returns to the moment, licks his lips, gestures at the hellscape around you. This is the womb that wounds, but welcomes home an alien brute, shelter from the sorrow that shadows our blood. Are we? He shrugs his bony shoulders. Beyond the gate, sister. Safe, but not safe. We're still on the 9th world. If he just shrugs again. Who are they that you say live here? Yes, he answers, pondering. Who? And are they, or one, or none, or but a shadow cast upon the plains, a mirror of fear smirking back at us? They rise, they reach across the void with whispering grips, groping blindly till a fool lights their way. Nifia leans in and whispers conspirationally. Did father know their name? Did he dream? Answer his call, or did he too blindly blunder through the dark? He shrugs. No matter, it's done. They are who they are. You mean shelter from the soul? Truly, sister, you know that our father fled. Why he fed, why his shucks of husks and hides like the shin beneath the huckster's shifting shells, if he studies your face. I know you know. I see the sorrow's horror behind your eyes. It will not cross the threshold of the gate. Face the fiends that lurk in this place. Is that why you came, to trade that terror's harrying for the measured measure of woe? You're welcome. You need only open your mind, and they will open their arms to. No, I did not come here so I could see. He gives a hollow laugh. Wise, sister, very wise. That is, if they permit it. Let me destroy the creatures that dwell here. Only laughs. Better 2 ants make war on the seasons, sister. Okay, let's talk about something else. Yeah, about something else. Entirely. Pause, Inifia answers. You must stop your followers' violence. Oh, if I could do the work we ask of it, what a glorious world we'd have. Streets teeming with modest shawls and groveling needs scolded about by orcs, the forbidden exiled beyond the high walls. What a world, sister. What a world, he loves, but it is not our world. Here is what must be in our world, pain and death, the bartering of the one against the other, until that final day when the stars grow cold and at last no screams echo in the void. Till then, he shrugs. In any case, I fear your folly is quite profound. One does not say to the caged Calypta, prithee, teach thy zookeepers better manners. The smile on his face is one of bared pain. Make no mistake, sister, they are my keepers, not my followers. My only power over them is to open or close the gate. The gate, then your followers are destroying the valley. If he shakes his head, oh newborn babe, who knew naught when born, poor in horror, bereft of frights, bereaved of griefs when father fed your flesh. Few of time's grinding grains have fallen upon you. Stand straight with fine features, unworn by years, unwarned by fears. Ruined teeth are bared in an unhappy grin. But I've lived longer, little sister, awash in wasting sand, and I wish to live longer still. In life still is still to spite the essence of senescence. If he shakes his head, by your fall, sister, you've stirred a sorrow worse than a woe, a foe that roves and reaves with no reason, no season, no ceasing. Here that horror fears no roam. Face twists. You think me a coward? A snake-bitten man steps around a coiled rope. Compasses the hell around you in a broad gesture. And to die, you think? Oh no, little sister. Life is a card sharp. It puts you too deep in debt. With the game too poor to wager against its bluff. Drugs, you would talk of closing, sister. But instead let's broach another gate, part the horn-wrought portal that haunts our sleep. Ifir's eyes widen and his voice drops to a whisper. I dream, little sister, I dream, and I doubt. Listen, and tell me what you hear, what I've seen. Well, tell me your dream. He closes his eyes and his voice seems to settle into something like a reverie. Child screams are my dream, in his arms bent on harm, in his hands strong fingers clutching the brat, hoisting it up to his limbs, bloody, flesh-flecked teeth. The brute holds the brat's flank in one great gulp, the child's shrieking still, shrill, the man's wild eyes stare straight through me, a grislying grin, a knowing wink. Ifir opens his eyes, so he asks, what's child, the girl, the crime is mine, will always be mine. Child represents the memorialists, and the killer represents the children. He winks because you are complicit in this crime. Ifir's face gives no indication of how he's taken your interpretation. He merely closes his eyes again and continues. Fire rises, stinks of skin and hair aflame, greasy ropes of smoke dropping skyward, soot snowing upon the plain grey, the hush of ash, shushing the howls. Peace, his eyes open, and this is peace, is isolation. There's no isolation until there's peace. Those who kill the innocent will burn, and the ugliness of their crime will be seen far and wide. Ifir nods without comment or commitment and shuts his eyes. The flames abate. Smoke clouds gape and rain runs in grey veins from the sky along across the land, fast falling drops and slow flowing rills. The dirt churns to muck, and from the earth bursts a blossom, carrion white, a stalk like shark thrusting at the parted heavens. Huge and flush and fleshy, it lives but reeks of death. He opens his eyes, and then I wake. And we hope that we can make him feel guilty, so he will maybe not try to kill us. Then thoughts, deception and death, it never ends, it never ends. Arum flower. Life cannot be stopped with violence. An arum flyer. It draws flesh flies, trapping them to fill with pollen. It deceives and uses them, just as the bait, as the children know. I think good can spring out of past wrongs. We need to bend him to that way. Again, Ifir hardly seems to register your answer. He simply blinks several times and shakes his head, clearing his thoughts. Would I close the gate convince me? Is that what my dream truly means? You deceive him. You're good at deceiving, I think. No, Ifir, it means that your mind is deeply troubled, probably by the gate. Close it and seek help. That's what it means, and there's a lesson in it. That's what we'd think. That's what would be more successful, maybe. Yes, that is what it means, and there is a lesson in it. What? Yeah, I'm going to disable the tutorial. Give us an edge. Oh, look! Wow! Can really convince him. Says, yes, your brother, he says, yes, you've rightly read the wrongs written in my head, I see it. Your words have the rich savor of truth, little sister. Closes his eyes and sighs, steepling his long, gnarled finger. At last, Ifir opens his eyes. Yes, he says, The gate will close. You've whispered my own thoughts in my ear. And they say to stray from this cursed cause, coarsening my mind. Yes, he says again, more to himself.
I'm ready to learn something new.
Nifir seals his eyes and begins to howl. You feel the world about you shifting and churning. Everything grows dark and empty, save for voices, almost as soft as silence itself. What happened now? Close the gate.
I'm ready to learn something new.
It's closed.
Listen to me, dear. I must tell you something.
Somehow, Inifir's decision to close the gate forces you back outside. Inifir is gone. There's no telling where, but the gate is closed behind you. Without the gate, the cultists have no reason to kill anymore. Or less reason, at least. Not the only thing that has been expelled from the gate. A small pile of objects lies at your feet. Spino del Verboso. That was well done. There's clapping you on the shoulder. A knight should always seek a peaceful resolution to problems, to treat bloodshed as a last resort. He only sounds half convinced by his own words, but claps you on the shoulder again, making your teeth ache. Well done, noble knight. Very well done. Then he shuts his eyes. Right, why are you closing your eyes? Adventure together is done, Spino del Toboso says gently. It's time to find another, but eyes are poor organs. They can only see things as they are. Instead, I will walk until I am needed, listening for the cries of the lost, the weeping of the hopeless. Only deprived of sight can I feel the tugging of destiny, my heart, leading me where I must go. That a kidnapped child I hear. Find out. Farewell. Well, and we will look at this and the level ups further in the next episode. Thank you for watching and happy gaming to you. See each other in the coming episode. A great time until then and happy gaming. This is Immanuel Khan, signing out.